Got a little Beaver auger in my shop. It's got the little cart with the motor on it and the four wheels. It's got the flexible drive shaft that goes up to the gear head up here. It's basically just a big post hole digger. This one needs a new clutch, and I'm trying to get the clutch off of this one. And the clutch has been sitting on this thing out in the rain for years. It's rusted to hell and back on there. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing to get this thing off of here. First, I had to custom make a puller. I took 2 pieces of angle iron, 4 pieces of all thread, and I've got the all thread screwed straight into the holes on the block. And it comes straight out. There's 4 pieces of all thread. And it's just a piece of angle iron on each side, and I drilled a hole in the angle iron the correct distance apart so I can put the bolts in these holes in the block. And here's a side shot of the puller. I got a nut behind the angle iron on each piece of all thread. That way you can move the nuts out away from the block, and it pushes the angle iron away from the block, which pushes on the clutch. And you do that, you get a lot of pressure on that clutch. Then I use a torch, just a little torch like this, to heat that clutch up. And I don't like using a cutting torch because cutting torches get really hot. I love this little torch. It's just a little blue flame torch, and it gets it just hot enough. You don't have to get the thing cherry red. But you get your puller set up on there. You get a lot of pressure on that clutch. Get it hot with the torch, and then get you an air chisel. It's just an air hammer like this with a long chisel in it, and I put this up against the back side of the clutch and hammer on it with this air hammer, and it's coming off. And without doing this, you could be working on this thing forever trying to get this clutch off. But just make you a homemade puller like this out of some angle iron, some all thread, and 4 nuts. Get it on there and get a lot of pressure pushing out on the clutch. Get it hot, and then air hammer the back of it with a little air hammer, and it'll come off of there. But anyway, that's how to get a clutch off one of these. You have to do that because on this clutch you'll notice there's no hole in the center of the clutch. So you don't have any access through the center of the clutch to the end of the crankshaft to use a conventional puller, or you put a bolt in there and use an air hammer like you usually do. So this is how I had to get this one off. But anyway, it's coming off now, and it'll be off there in a few minutes. I just wanted to show you this setup before I got it off of there.